a bit more normal, right? I think it depends on what gets thrown in the hands of Nino.
Where is this Roger going to go?
Exactly.
I think we need to answer that question first. Is it a Roger in the jungle for Taz, or is it a Roger for Nino in the gold lane? What would be best in this scenario?
Oof. I think it depends on the final two picks,
I
man.
wouldn't put Ruby in the EXP though, would you?
Gold. Oh, gold, Ruby.
Yeah, gold Ruby.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Good call, Mirko. Lapu Lapu in the hands of Pai, that's also a bit of a signature pick. And it can definitely punish the grouping up. But now you're dealing with the Minotaur though, right? That's the main problem right here. Unless they really chain down the card control with the Grok, with the Lapu Lapu, it won't be as straightforward. Rebellion now suffer from a big issue though. They don't really have a catch, right? They have Minotaur and Boxia. They can't really force Altrigo to stick around if Altrigo aren't willing to engage.
Yeah, I mean they can. At this point, Rebellion can go for more, just all around. Like with a Yuzong, they can go for Yuzong. They can also go for Arla. There's a lot of CC to combo together. I think both choices could be very, very good. Yuzong is a bit safer though because popping that Black Dragon form, you already have a Minotaur plus the box just so crazy for the neutral objective. But they actually go for an interesting choice, a CC.
Ooh, man. I think Rebellion are going to be very strong at holding their ground against aggression.
Line, will it work? Is the question as we enter the land of dawn, ladies and gentlemen, for the final game of this best of 3 series. Will it be Alter Ego winning yet another 2-1 against the Blue Bulls, or can they make a change here? They surely need it, remembering that they are once again number 9 on the standings. Rebellion, either or. It's a make it or break it point here in week number 5.
Looking at the emblems though, 3 Brave Smites in the hands of Altrigo. They want that front line to hold desperately, man. They need to give space to Taz and Kride to be able to output that damage. Kride going for a Rupture, so a bit more early game presence. Auditizi knows that it's not about utility. He is front line in this composition. The utility will come from Suelo. That's why he has to Inspire, and Audi is just going for all the defense he can get from the emblems.
Ooh. Racket's junked quite low here, putting damage in the mid lane. Forced to retreat at this point, but actually cancels that out. But that does give the side lanes a little bit more room to breathe, understanding that he needs to go in for a recall. Again, Krite, for the past game, has always accompanied Pai in the EXP.
Mm-hmm. This is what the mid laners have been doing now to get the roamer and the mid laner both to level 4.
Before the turtle.
Yep.
It's part of their strategy, and level 4 power spikes are going to be so powerful. In particular, I think for Alter Ego, because the Netherrealm will be strong, but it won't give damage, right? And unless you also have a team full of fighters, the Netherrealm does pale in comparison to something like the bravest fighter or a huge wild charge. So we'll have to see for now. And I think Rebellion are going to be trying to engage it, but I don't think they can go for a full-on 5v5.
Suelo pulling Pai back, looking for that level 4. Will be able to clear it first, so Rebellion have priority on this turtle. Audi defensively pulling back, resetting. Rebellion need to make a move here, and that's why the CC is so annoying, right?
Wow.
Krite and Pai tied up together there. Suelo just gets a big hit. Rek jumps in with the wild charge, and that's Krite! Even though he was slow, he finds a shot down, and it's all set up by Rekt with the wild charge.
Nova diff. Nova diff. I mean, Suelo on the Nova didn't have that much of an impact in the neutral objective takes, but we've seen Krite time and time again when he picks this hero up. It's always super, what do you call it? Not
Effective?
What's the word? Not effective.
Scary?
Scary, not scary. It's like
Threatening?
when it's vulnerable. Very vulnerable to take.
Oh, the neutral objective is
Yes.
vulnerable to being stolen. I gotta agree with you, but that's, the wild charge also has a surprisingly huge amount of damage. So the fact that I'm pretty sure planned that was very sneaky, man. Dirty move by Alter Ego to steal the first turtle that really seemed guaranteed for Rebellion. Now it's back to the slow game for now. And I do wonder about the effectiveness of this Ruby, right? If this is a full damage Ruby that gets to stay alive and do a lot of damage, ooh,
good chunk of damage right there. Good damn offended, forcing D to use the entropy. But yeah, something that we need to note is, wow, oh, whoa, Audie's prediction after game 2. You would expect Rebellion to have a little bit more, you know, support, but no, 93 to 7%. Wow.
full faith from Alter Ego right now. But as I was saying, if the Ruby can get a lot of damage items and he doesn't get bursted down in the middle of a team fight, then you know Ruby can output a lot of damage in the middle of everyone clumped up for another realm. So we'll have to see how effective this Ruby can be, or whether it's just used to try and be a gank threat to ensure that D can't really farm freely in this mid game.
And he should be reaching the power spike a lot earlier than Natan though, right? So maybe that's something that they're trying to utilize to their favor in the mid game, perhaps. But again, both teams once again on the turtle. It looks like Taz is ahead in the levels. Can Vincent once again utilize his retribution?
Oh, no, he can't. Not this time. Good wild charge by Rekt. He predicted that jump, went straight for the wild charge, and Taz had an easy road to that retri.
So that's another 2 turtles, perfect turtles for Alter Ego so far.
The game plan is just working really, really well. For now, I think Rebellion will be waiting for a few more items to try and go for a fight, but now D, once again, forced to pop this entropy again and again. But Vincent, are they gonna go? No, they won't.
He's not having a good time against this Ruby, we gotta say. He's being punished time and time again by Nino, so it actually could work. That's something that maybe teams can take note of in the laning phase.
Yeah, Ruby is great in lane. So much damage. It's deceiving how much damage she does.
Sustain as well.
Yeah, sustain is also a problem.
That's why the Ruby is a really good choice in the gold lane as a fighter choice. That's why it was also banned out by Rebellion. They need to respect that. And this time they didn't. It was first picked. Ooh, good Astral Echo. T's 1 HP now. Forced back completely. Vincent tries to clear it out. Should be able to do so with the help of Audi Teasy and Sway low up top. So I'm offended onto Audi. Still has, oh, another shot. Taz doesn't want to go for it though. This is still too risky. Rekt doesn't have wild charge, but Rebellion concede. They will give away this turret up top to Alter Ego and actually trade it out. Interesting choice by Pi to leave his lane.
He rotated over to try and clear the mid lane, but as a result, that's going to be free turret taken by Cars, and he has been as impactful whenever the objective is near his lane, but in that situation, he just makes the best out of the situation.
They're trying to weather the storm, I believe, Rebellion. They're waiting for Natan to reach that power spike. They're playing as patiently as they can. They don't want to overcommit. They're letting these early neutral objectives go. You can see from the way that they're playing, they let the turret and the top side go. They let the turtle go. Vincent should be able to go for drive-bys, but they don't want to commit too much. We'll see what happens here in the third turtle.
The lane top already, Rebellion don't care. He will just concede it. Alter Ego take 3 turtles in the game. No contest in the third one. Rebellion will send Natan down below. D's just on the usual Natan farming route.
7 minutes, 0-1. Literally only 1 kill so far between both of these teams.
Both teams aren't really going for a lot of fights. I mean, I think Alter Ego will be very happy to engage, but if they spend too many spells to try and force Rebellion into a fight, then they risk getting counter-engaged on by the Minion Fury and such. So they're also playing it for the objectives, and despite how it looks, I think Rebellion are still keeping up in gold, but D now.
Oh, very scary stuff here. Oh, he pops the entropy. The Purify as well, and Alter Ego do not layer their resources properly, giving Rebellion an opportunity to go for it, and they do! They pull the trigger. This is the time that they go for a fight, and Rekt's gonna be pinned down, isolated, and taken out. Vincent running away, a bravest fighter to the back. But there is no more follow-up. CC up top doing work too, by the way. This is a 4v5 for Rebellion. The fact that they got a kill is so much value for them.
All they need to do was counter-engage as well. They just needed to wait for Alter Ego to make an aggressive play, and they were able to get something from it. And again, the gold lead has just been a ping-pong game, back and forth, back and forth.
Well played, beautifully done. That's a charge down, though. Vincent with a stun under the turret. Audi taking the Astral Sphere. If he didn't take it, I think Vincent would have fallen as well.
I mean, the Roger is such a deceptive turret diver. The fact that he can just drop aggro after going in aggressively. Whoa!
On the sway low. He still has the Stampede and will use it to get out.
Wild play by Rekt on that Grok. And now looking at the turrets though, it's kind of equal, but with the mid turret falling, I think that's the most important part. That's how Alter Ego will definitely be looking for pockets of danger in the jungle. 1v1 though.
Cars. Oh my god, Nino, I don't think you win this one, brother. That's a CC. That's why it was picked to hold on of the Ruby. And man, this is Nino just trying to survive. Oh no, even with the Astral Echo, it did not save him. He pops into Vengeance. This is a 2v1, and Cars is probably going to win it out just like this, but Nino is waiting for I'm Bennett to come back in. Cars now again onto Krite. My god, that's a 2v1 that he won. Krite is half HP, forced to use the regen, and now it's a 4v5 on the Lord.
That's not good. It's already a big win here for Rebellion having the man advantage, but the Lord does get restarted. Cars goes in very aggressively, zones out Taz here.
Rekt in the back looking for the wild charge to cancel it out. Vincent gonna be locked down, and that is a retribution from Vincent early, and T capitalizes on it. Taz wasn't able to pop it just in time. Spectacularly done by Rebellion. Audi with a body block too. Holy moly, Rebellion!
2 for 0 trade on top of that play as well. Rebellion reaping all the rewards at this point.
All began with that play by Cars, and that's just so unfortunate. I think Nina was trying to go for the boost, the Hurricane boost as well on the map.
Yeah.
But when he flickered, he didn't get it, and that allowed Cars to catch up. And just like that, he just bought so much time. And now with that neutral objective, the one that really matters when it comes to map control, Rebellion take full control, and they're the ones now that are aggressing onto Alter Ego.
The mid lane, it does get cleared though. There's still a Lord in the top side as well as the bottom side. A contest for the purple buff.
Yeah.
He gets it.
And Holy Crystal right after the purple buff, so double the value there. Mid lane taken down as well. Alter Ego, they put their resources earlier to save the tier 1. They lose the tier 2 up top, down below as well, as CC waits for the wave to crash even in the mid lane. Lord #1 for Rebellion. So much value for them. All the tier 2s down, and they're still building. They're still hovering over. Vincent's got to be careful here. He does pop in the Poissons defensively. Taz tries to shoo him away from his own jungle. He's still ahead in level, but that 2.3k gold lead for Rebellion is looking very scary.
Looking bleak for Alter Ego right here. I mean, we talked about the reverse sweep pattern, and for Alter Ego, it sure is looking quite difficult. But I think a bit of a silver lining is the fact that Sway Low has no Purifying. Unlike in game number 2, there is a chance that a huge moment can be made here, and without that Netherrealm, Rebellion's composition isn't actually that insane when it comes to the late game, right? So we'll have to see if they can go for the pickoff and then avoid a huge minion fury. A lot of ifs, but game is still possible for them to really win.
The combo isn't insane, but they do still have that constant damage coming in from the Natan. So yes, Alter Ego have more tools to work with, but in a long drawn fight, if they're able to bait out the resources like we've seen them do, Rebellion, then it is a little bit more difficult, I would believe, for Alter Ego in the team fights.
If they're going to try and surprise Rebellion, they have to pick the right moment.
Yeah.
If they're going to, let's say, go for Rekt with a surprise Flicker Wild Charge to try and get a winning fight, then they have to pick the fight, because they won't be able to do that repeatedly against a team like Rebellion that is known to adapt and adjust. Maybe they'll rely on Krite to really pressure everyone else using the Astral Spheres as well. Technically, they don't have a lot of sustain. It's only ODTZ, and it's not the same kind of sustain that an Angela can provide.
But despite Rebellion's lead, Vincent is still a level below of Taz.
Because for Taz, he's just been farming. He's been taking the waves as well in these lanes. But for Vincent, he's only relying on the jungle creeps. So Alter Ego have an advantage in that department, the jungle. But Vincent is also a tank, right? So I think for Rebellion, they're very happy with giving the resources over to D rather than Vincent, just for that one level advantage.
Looking at Rekt here, trying to make his best with this hero. He does reset the Lord again with the barrier. But look at the positioning of Cars. Already with a Sea Halberd as well. He is going for a flank.
Oh my god, Krite. Oh, he gets tied up. Cars versus the world, 1v3 in the back, just kiting them down. Now with a vengeance as well, he's beating the entire team! And now with the Helmet of his Fury, Cars will enable a 3-man knockup. Rekt goes in for a desperate fight in the back, but again it's Cars with the yo-yo. Look at him move, look at him play, look at him slide! Cars with a double kill! And it's Nino running for the hills, ran down by the shield unity, and Sway low on this Veramis. The nightmare of Alter Ego. The Veramis in game 2, the Veramis in game 3, and Cars in both games too.
Who woke the Blue Bulls up? Who let them out? Because now they're wreaking havoc in the land of Dawn. The Lord is marching in the bottom side. Krite and Rekt are the only one left. Pi will come through. Taz on the way soon. But that was a disaster for Alter Ego.
And that was without the Enhanced Lord that they were able to take the base turret. Sway low, revealed by the Astral Echo, shot down by the Astral Spear. Taz respawning back in the game with Nino also coming back up in 2 seconds. Rebellion need to play the smart. Cars again, gee, that damage. Gonna hold on onto Pi, but he does have that fountain to get back some HP. Rebellion back away. They will go for the last base turret up top. They have to be careful of the turret aggro right here. Cars goes on it. D waiting for the next mini wave to go and crash it down. The barrier, Guardian's barrier plays down. Rekt looking for a flank, turret down. And Rebellion pulled back. Incredible discipline from the Blue Bulls.
There's no real urgency for them to really end the game right here. They can just keep scaling, and Alter Ego now with the next. Now they're gonna be even more pressured to try and get something in the next Lord fight, because otherwise it's looking to be a done deal. The only real hero doing well in their team might be just Krite. They can still output damage, but it's just so limited and so far apart from each other.
It is going to be difficult. But if Krite can land the proper blows before they go in for a team fight, there's still value to be had. Like that. But if it hit.
If it hit. And D with the Blood Wings as well. We'll have to see, because Nino, by the way, I was wondering why he wasn't really sustaining as much as we usually are used to seeing a Ruby do. And he's going for a full damage build. He didn't go for any extra physical spell lifesteal. So he's going for, I guess, quote-unquote burst. So if they really want to try and get a win, they're not planning on a drawn-out fight. They're just trying to get in there and get things done. So far, Rebellion has been able to just deny every single attempt that Alter Ego has made. But as we have already mentioned today, never say never.
Yeah, look at Alter Ego. Trying to freeze the wave in the bottom lane this way so that the wave keeps on going to them. Trying to deny the freeze from happening from Rebellion. And now they shove because the Lord is back up. So they have gotten a bit of gold from those waves, but is it enough?
The only time will tell. Especially with Cars just immediately denying that play. I think he's just content, just standing there in the bottom side, pushing.
Yeah, Rebellion is taking the time again here.
Entropy used though.
Entropy is on like a 10-13 second cooldown late game. He can just spam it. It's like a battle mirror image at this point. Almost 17 minutes in. And they're on the Lord. CC is also in the bottom lane, so the Novaria has to be there. With no Novaria, they lose a whole lot of vision control. And Cars can choose if he wants to go for the flank at any given time. Conceal already used up. Man, Rebellion! Amazing forced error. And now Cars joins in the fight a little bit. Onto Taz, putting the yo-yos down. Astral Echo, a full commitment onto Cars, but he does still have the Vengeance, so I don't even think they can even go for a D. Dude, this is perfectly managed Rebellion. Wow!
Leaving nothing to chance at all. Rebellion constrict around Alter Ego. You have to keep in mind, by the way, the only healing reduction that Alter Ego possess is in the Dominance Ice on the Grok, so he needs to be around to deal with Cars as well.
This might be it, the final push, the final siege from Rebellion. All they need is a proper opening. The waves are stacked perfectly.
Bravest Spider to the back. D still with the Entropy, shredding Pi down with some good damage from Pi. D with Purify as well, but D will be solo killed by Pi in the back. Rebellion can go for the end, but Taz is running them down. Sway low, very low, doesn't have another round. That's one over. Taz with another. That's a double. That's a shutdown for Taz. Cars. Vengeance onto Taz. 1v2, a shutdown! Immortality bot, Winter Truncheon as well, buying some time. Audi teases, running for the hills right now as Cars gets shut down, gets smacked down. Audi now ran down by Taz, and Alter Ego pull off a miracle from out of their shoe.
What? Was that like... How many people did they take down earlier on? Was it 5 people?
It's a wipeout.
It's a wipeout, but Suelo is back. But what can he do? 30-second death timers. D is up in 8.
That should have been a savage for Taz.
Could have been.
If Rekt and Krite hadn't taken the kill, that would have been a savage. What in the world is he on? And now he's turning it completely around. The momentum shifting like a pendulum as they go in for the base in the middle side. Wow.
Wow.
Everyone's up already though, fortunately for Rebellion. But that was a costly mistake. No real big objective taken away, but that is definitely, first of all, a mental blow. And with the goal difference equalizing, it's not late enough that the goal difference doesn't matter. Taz though.
Uh-oh, now tied down as well with another realm. That's a 4-man, or actually a 3-man. Taz in the back, zoned away. Pi isolated. His immortality gone. Oh, Pi!
No way!
Steel Pi finds an escape!
He's done it!
He baited out all those resources, still able to get out with a sliver of health.
What the hell?
They're coming online. Alter Ego, they're waking up in the final minutes of the game when they need to the most.
Remember the name, Sir Pi.
Wait, what? Real-time victory rate to... Huh? It's
Yeah.
still 3 base turrets. How?
It's an AI prediction. Whoa. That's quite interesting. Alter Ego make the first move, rotating to the bottom though.
Is it a
I think-
human prediction?
But the asset says it's a AI prediction, so we'll have to see. Taz is clearing right now though. If they can get cars here, it's gonna be such a valuable turn for Alter Ego, but I think it's the same. As you mentioned, Mirko, still 3 base turrets for Rebellion, and they still have the same kind of control that has been allowing them to have such success so far.
And so these lanes are going to be naturally pushing in favor of Rebellion. They have a little bit more housekeeping to do, some sweeping to do, more so. So there's a lot more pressure for Alter Ego in this final dance.
And look at the damage being done by Krite though. He has gotten a lot more damage. Seems like Alter Ego might just go for it.
Yeah, Rebellion, they're being forced to this issue. Entropy used up. Vincent cannot go for the Fights it again! Not Pi in the back, but there's another round stopping it from happening. D so free hitting as Suelo pulls Taz back, has the immortality, goes back in with Lycan pass out, tries to escape, but D demolishes the immortality. Taz is running. Cars with a vengeance. Nino is down. Taz is down. The real-time win rate that has shifted to Alter Ego will not matter. Rebellion again pull off a steal. D now with the entropy. It's Rekt running for the hills. It's Krite. 1 member left standing and Evolve Lord everything against the odds of Alter Ego. Rebellion take a first sweep against the 3 faces.
They get their revenge from leg number 1, where they lost 2-1 against Alter Ego. Here they show that with a little bit of time, things can change for the better.